Okay, let's start out by reviewing my week 2 predictions. Didn't do so good this week. Cincinnati's offense surprised me. Turns out Bill Lazor, the former offensive coordinator for the Dolphins before Adam Gase came to town, he's actually the offensive coordinator for Cincinnati, and that was actually when Ryan Tannehill was throwing for over 4,000 yards. So I didn't know that. So apparently they have an offense. And still not much of a defense because they did give up about 24 points to Baltimore. So, yeah, Cincinnati ended up losing me that game. Indianapolis's running game showed up, not so much luck. So they kept it. Actually, they beat Washington. This game, I think it's a divisional game, ended up being close. Should have known better on a divisional game. No, I'm sorry. I actually won that one. Minnesota and Green Bay was a tie, but I had -1, so obviously I take the loss. This was an easy pick. Tennessee surprised me because I expected their injuries to really hold them back. I can't believe they beat Houston. That's 0-2 for Houston. Miami plays them eventually, so it gives me hope because that was one of my concern teams going into this season as far as taking a possible loss was Houston. And since we beat Tennessee and Tennessee beat Houston, I feel good about Miami later in the year beating Houston. This was a no-brainer. Anybody who thought Pittsburgh ever had a chance was not too bright. Again, another no-brainer. Played a bad Detroit team, so the Jets looked really good, and then Miami rolled into town and spoiled his home opener, Sam Darnold's home opener. Tampa Bay is just surprising the shit out of everybody. All that Fitz magic down there, even though Miami's got their own Fitz magic going with Minkah Fitzpatrick, who actually did a patent application for the term Fitzmagic. So that was a surprise. But that's how Fitzpatrick goes. He has a good run and then he'll do bad. But, you know, hey, all the power to him. Cleveland covered like I expected them to. Just because I knew New Orleans didn't have a defense, so 9 points was just too big of a spread to carry. Wait a minute. I think I actually... Yeah. Wait a minute. Why did I mark that down as a loss? That's a win. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what went on there. Alright, so this is summary value now. Yeah. So I should be 16 and 16. 9 and 7 last week, 7 and 9 this week. Yeah, so I'm minus 160. Total. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I screwed that up. Covered with the Rams. You got to make me check. Did I cover with San Fran? No, I lost. Jacksonville, I won. Yeah, okay. I think the rest are correct. I lost Oakland and I won Chicago. Alright, we got that straight. So I'm 16 and 16 so far, but I ended up being minus 160 on the money line, money count, however you want to call it. So let's go on to this week's predictions. Let's try to center this a little bit more for you guys. Okay. Cleveland might be without Jarvis Landry. Cleveland's still not impressing me. I think Sam Darnold's only going to continue to get better. I'm going with the Jets. Philly, gonna rethink that after Tampa Bay, but Philly, I don't know. Indianapolis, I think they won that last game. I'm going to call it a fluke. So I'm going to go with the home team here, minus 6.5. Cincinnati still doesn't have a defense. Their offense is great, but Carolina has an okay defense. So I'm going to say they're going to cover the home field advantage here. Tennessee, I would like to see Tennessee beat Jacksonville or keep it very close. Again, it's a divisional game, and I probably should just take the points when it's that high. But you know, Jacksonville just looks like a powerhouse. I mean, they're probably the number 2 team in the league right now. Them and the Rams, and apparently Tampa Bay, right? Anyway, yeah, I'd like to see Tennessee make it close, and that would make me think that Miami would have a chance of slowing down Tennessee. I mean, you know, the Patriots lost to them badly because the Patriots suck when they're not at home, because at home they get the refs on their side. So, if Tennessee actually wins, that'll bring Jacksonville down a notch. And I'd hate to see a Florida team lose, but right now all the Florida teams, Jacksonville, Miami, and Tampa Bay, they're all 2-0. And I personally think they're all going to go 3-0 after week 3. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm sorry, but New Orleans has no defense. Atlanta's going to do what they want. And all Atlanta has to do is contain New Orleans' offense a little bit, and they'll easily cover the 3 points. Baltimore, yeah. They look great against the Bills. Problem is the Bills suck. So, going to have to go with Denver. Taking the points especially. It'd probably be a close game either way, but I'll definitely take the points. Houston is kind of turning out to be a disappointment. So are the Giants. However, 2 kind of teams, you know what? Again, I'll take the points. Oakland is all messed up ever since losing Khalil Mack. They haven't quite adjusted their defense yet. Miami's run defense seems to be good at stopping bigger backs like forgetting his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Guy used to be with Seattle, who's in Oakland now, the running back. So I see Miami shutting down the running attack like they did with the Jets and blowing this game open, really. I think 3 points is easy. Green Bay just continues to look good despite the health of Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, can't count them out here. I'm going to take them on the road. Yeah, Buffalo just sucks. I hate that big of a line, but they're just not worth. It's not worth taking Buffalo. It's just not worth it, you know. Until their defense shows up, it's just not worth it. San Fran, yeah, they're just kind of a mediocre team, and Kansas City is just going to mud stomp them at home. Same situation here. I think the Chargers are missing Bosa. I could be wrong. Chicago's defense is looking good, and Arizona's not looking good. Chicago will be like an 8-8, 9-7 team. Their defense will keep them in games, but they'll lose to the better teams on their schedule. And obviously they have to play Green Bay, Minnesota, so there's like 1 or 2 losses from each of those. So middle of the road team, although their defense will cause mediocre teams a lot of problems. Seattle, yeah, you know, Dallas played the Giants, and I think Dallas knows how to play the Giants. Other than that, Dallas hasn't been looking that great, and I got to feel like Seattle's not going to go 0-3. So I'm going to take Seattle. You know, hey, if they win by 2 points, it's fine by me. New England, they're on the road, but they're playing Detroit. Detroit kind of showed up a little bit, but they didn't play that great a team. So, what was it, San Fran? I forget. Let me see. Yeah, San Fran. So, you got to go with the Patriots here. I mean, I would even take the Patriots -14. Detroit's just not that good. And same thing here. Pittsburgh just sucks. They can't get their shit together. And Fitzmagic, I guess there's going to be some more Fitzmagic on Monday night. Well, anyway, that's my picks. We'll see how I do next week. Hopefully I can get above 500 again. Have a good week.